Hey everybody, I'm so glad that you have joined my running group, Running with Kirsten. We're going to have an awesome time doing the Couch to 5K program. And I know that so many of you are just starting out or just getting back into it. So I just wanted to connect with you and give you my top 5 tips for beginning running that I still follow to this day. Number 5, don't run hungry. Have a small snack before you go on a run. Make sure that you're well hydrated, but do not run on an empty stomach. You'll feel sick. You'll want to throw up. It's gross. So I'm going on a run right after I make this video, and I have like a little bowl of peanuts here. That being said, don't go stuff pizza down your face and then go running, even though pizza is amazing. And I've got my water too. So stay hydrated. Just don't be hungry and don't be dehydrated. You'll have a much better run. Number 4, I'm not going to give you a ton of technique tips because I'm not like trained to do that, but run with your shoulders down and your arms like at a 90-degree angle. If you before you start running, literally take a deep breath like this and like roll your shoulders back and loosen them up a little bit. If you run with tight shoulders, your neck's going to be tight, you're going to be sore, your back's going to be sore. Your arms are just going to feel crappy and you're not getting good blood flow either. So make sure when you're running that you have those running arms. And see my hands, like I always do the thumbs up, but see my hands are loose. They're not tight, because if they're tight, eventually, even if you're trying to be conscious of it, you're going to end up like this. And you're not getting a good stride and you're not getting good blood flow. The whole thing is going to be off. So keep that in mind. Deep breath, shoulders back. Number 3, this one's a little more like controversial, I guess. I don't know, controversial, but it's a matter of personal preference. I'm just going to give you this tip. Throw out the idea of running with music. When I was running with music, I was changing my tempo or changing my pace with each tempo of each song. And you can get running tracks that like have very similar tempos and things like that. Just don't. 2, I was paying more attention to my phone and skipping songs on Pandora than I was paying attention to my run or zoning out so that I'm not paying attention to my run. 3, I used to do this thing where I would run and be like, okay, when it gets to the chorus, I'll start, really picking it up. Or when the verse is going, I can walk, but when the chorus is going, I need to run. And if you're like me, you listen to 90s music or music that you know and love and know like every single word to. So you're running and you're like, okay, I know there's like 30 more seconds before I can walk again. And then you're just getting I was getting frustrated, at least, because I was spending more time thinking about what was coming next than just enjoying the run that I was on. So throw out your music and take a suggestion from me. Download a podcast. I love running with podcasts because I can zone out. I can sit there and think about what they're talking about, or not think at all and just kind of have it as background noise. But I always run with a podcast, and I've been doing that for like 6 months now, and it has been like a huge game changer in my running repertoire or whatever. So this is my podcast that I listen to. It's called Guys We Fucked. And it's hilarious. And it's funny for both guys and girls, but it's very like a female positive. So it's awesome. So yeah, check out a podcast. I love Serial. That's a really good podcast. Stuff We Know is a really good podcast, and that has a different topic every week. So you can kind of like pick and choose what you think you'd be interested in. But yeah, throw out music. Podcast in, music out. Number 2, that being said, at least you need to have one song only, and it needs to be your rally song. My rally song is The Beautiful People by Marilyn Manson, which is like something that most people probably didn't even know I listened to, but it's high energy, it's upbeat, I can listen to it loudly, and I can kind of just zone out to that song. I love that song because for all those reasons, but I love having a rally song because for your last mile of your run, you're like, okay, can I do this? Your whole like mental game changes. And you need to rally. Or sometimes you don't. You just need to like stay pumped up to cross the finish line. There is nothing better than crossing the finish line or finishing my run than having a rally song with me, because I'm like, hell yeah, I got this. So music out, podcast in, but rally song in your back pocket. Always have it. My number one thing is the Nike Sing. Just do it. Get out there, have fun. If you're thinking too much about whether or not you can fit a run in, whether or not you're too tired for a run, whether or not you're too sore, chances are you're not going to do it. So just do it. I literally write down my runs in my planner every day, or I'll say out loud to my boyfriend on the way to work, like, I'm going to run at 5 a.m. tomorrow, or I'm going to go for a run after work. I'm doing those little things to keep me accountable so that when I do get that mindset of, can I do it? Yeah, I can just do it. Put out your running clothes in the morning for when you get home from work. Put out your running clothes at night before you go to bed so that you will wake up and just do it. You're all in here because you want to make changes in this group, and you want to become better at running. You want to hate it a little bit less. Whatever your goals are, I'm here to help you accomplish them, but you have to be able to make that choice. And when the going gets tough, I can help you out. But hold that in your mind, that that's your own personal accountability part, is asking yourself every morning, is this worth it? Or every evening or whenever you run, is it worth it to go on a run? Yes. Is it worth it to better myself? Yes. Is it worth it to skip a run? No, it's not. And you can make it work, and I believe in you, and I can give you 1,000 ideas on ways to schedule it in. But you gotta just do it. All right, guys, that's my top 5 tips. I'll stop rambling, and I'm so excited to get started on Monday, and I will see you guys then.